Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Talisha, also known as CreativiTeeByT, and today I am going to share with you what I plan on sewing for the month of November. So if that is something that you're interested in, please continue to watch. All right, everyone. Hello again. Welcome back to the channel. Again, I'm going to share with you today what I plan on making for the remainder of November. During the earlier part of November, I finished off my Falling for Sewing series that I did with Ellie from Sally and Sam Style. So if you didn't get to check that out, I'll make sure I'll put the playlist in the description box and at the end of the video. But because of that, that was all I was making because I ended up getting sick during the series. So the things that I planned on making in between, I did not get to make. I feel like that's my story every year, but it is what it is. So now that the series is over, I'm getting ready to jump into those other plans. And the first thing that I am going to make is an easy make. I want to start on my fall aprons. Yes, I know we are into fall, but I still want my fall aprons. So this is a vintage pattern. This is Simplicity 6206, if you can see right here. There are several different things to make on this pattern, and I absolutely love it for everything. The pattern that I plan on making is number 3 here, which is right here, the red gingham design. Okay, and I also love this view, but I think I'm going to start here because that view is the fastest view, it's the quickest view, and because I'm already into fall, I want to make sure that I have this apron done before Thanksgiving. I'm just going to go ahead and get it done. So I have some fabrics here that I picked up from Hobby Lobby. I believe I showed it here on the channel on a pattern haul or a fabric haul. I'm not sure, but this is one of the fabrics that I'm going to choose from. Right here, it's just printed in patchwork, so it's not real patchwork, but I just thought it was nice fall colors. And even though it is fall colors, like, I feel like you could still wear that year round and it'd be okay. Not so much for this. These are pumpkins here. I love this one. I thought this one was super nice right here. So your fall pumpkins with the white background, different colors, more in the brown and orange family. But yeah, I thought this would be nice for an apron. The only thing is with a white background, it could possibly get a little dirty, but that's what the apron is for. So I do like that option. And then the last one that I had picked up is this pumpkin. It's like a colorful pumpkin patch with you have your turquoise, you have your oranges, your whites, reds in there. And so I thought this was very fall-ish, And so those are the 3 fabric choices that I'm going to pick from. Now I will say that when I've made aprons in the past, like this apron here that I'm going to make, I felt like it was a bit thin, so I did line it, or basically made it reversible. Okay, so that's basically what I think I'm going to do with this. Just make it reversible, and that makes for a really fast make too, because then I don't have to hem. Now that design does call for some rickrack all around the apron, but I'm not gonna do that with my fall one. I'm just gonna stick to just like the regular design. So if you can see up close, you see the rickrack around the neck line, or maybe not the neckline, but like around here. But again, I think I'm going to leave that detail out and wait for Christmas when I make my Christmas aprons, because I do have some giant rickrack or jumbo rickrack in my stash that I would like to use for that. So again, if I make it reversible, it doesn't matter which one I do, because they all kind of are in the same color family, so that would be fine. So again, that was Simplicity 6206, and I'm going to put that over to the side. Okay, and so for my next plan, I want to make my fall blazer. So remember this patchwork denim fabric that I picked up from Hobby Lobby? Gorgeous, right? I picked this up because I had seen it before, ignored it, and then Main Course made a overall set out of this, and I was like, okay, I had to get it. So I went back and I got a whole lot. So I wanted to make or I should say I want to make a pair of pants, wide leg pants out of it, and a blazer. I'm not sure if I'm going to get the pants because of, like I said, the sickness delaying my progress, but I at least want to get my blazer because I can wear the blazer every day if I want to, like as a jacket, and I could pair it with jeans. I could pair it with, you know, brown pants. I could wear my brown overalls that I made and pair it with it. You know, I feel like they would pair with a little bit more versus the pants if I have to make one over the other. So what I have to make, I had a blazer. I was going to use the Heather blazer to make it, and then I printed it out and I looked at the instructions, and there's so many pieces that have to be interfaced, and I don't have the energy for that right now. So I found another pattern that just recently came out that is unlined, okay? And if there are any interface pieces, you know, it's probably not as many as I saw on the Heather blazer. So this is a New Look 6794 right here. And this is more of the style of blazer. Well, so is the Heather blazer that I'm looking for. It's very similar. It has patch pockets, as you can see right here. And it just looks like your typical blazer. So along with this pattern comes with a pair of pants. You know, I'm not going to make those pair of pants, but let me show you the line art in the back, because there's some darts at the elbow of this blazer, and there's also some darts at the mid shoulder for both sides of your back. So let me go ahead and show you what I'm talking about. So this is your line art right here, and I think it's going to be really, really nice. I really do. But one thing that I noticed that was very different, I should say, or either I just have not noticed it before, is I looked at the finished measurements on this pattern, because New Look can be tricky. Like, you know, sometimes I fit into New Look patterns, sometimes I don't, because I am on the larger size. Most times I wear 20 to 22. Now, for the finished bust measurement in the waist, it's 46 inches and 42.5 inches for the waist. My waist is 40, my bust is 45. So that should be the perfect fit for me, because it won't be super, super tight, but it will be fitted. But I'll have an inch of ease in the bust and 2.5 inches in my waist. So it should button up good. Okay, so then I looked at the regular garment measurements on this pattern here, because of the drama of my jacket, my Nomi jacket that I recently made, and the whole sizing issue with that. I'm like, well, maybe I should look at that too, because I don't want to you know, have another situation where I use my good fabric and then it's too small. So there are not too many pattern pieces to this, and I don't need to like put in the pockets or whatever. All I need to do is just make the front and back to see if they were overlap with each other. I am going to make a muslin. I have muslin fabric, but I also have some other nice fabric that was very inexpensive that I think I might use as a test for this. But this pattern right here, New Look 6794, is considered very, well, not very easy, but easy. And it seems like it is. The pants are very easy too, but I prefer a more high-waisted pants. So again, this is going to be New Look 6794 paired with this denim patchwork fabric. And I also got this fabric from Hobby Lobby, as well as the fabric for the apron. And this next fabric I also picked up from Hobby Lobby. So this next fabric I picked up from Hobby Lobby, and I picked up about 2.5 yards of some black Liverpool knit. I seem to pick that up often, and then I end up using it for my boys, but this here is for me. And that is because, can you believe I do not own a pair of black slacks? Like, how do I work in corporate America and not have a pair of black slacks? Well, that's mostly because I wear skirts and dresses to work, because I feel like they just look a little bit more professional. Even when you dress them down, if you got on a pair of heels and a skirt and you're around there stumping around, you just look a little bit more professional, in my opinion. But it does get cold here in the winter, if it will ever turn cold here, you know, because we do have record heat for November. Never in my life have I felt this before. I'm not too mad, but it's a little suspicious. But anyway, well, signs of times. But Liverpool knit black, and I am planning on making 8057 from McCall's, this pattern right here. Now, I've been having this in my stash for the longest, but this has 4 views. This is a very easy pattern to make, and the reason why I went for this pattern is because I like the options in the back. Line art in the back. And so as you can see, you have shorts, you have wide leg, and then you also have your skinny leg. Yeah, I think I would make the view that the model is wearing right here, which is F. And it's just a black pair of pants. Now, before I decided to go with this pattern, I had thought about making the pants from this pattern, which is Butter It 6966. But the reason why I went ahead and decided to go with the McCall's pattern 8057 is because this pattern has it does not have a waistband. It just has like a side zipper, and I just prefer a waistband, and I usually make it a little bit higher. That's just how, I just feel like that's what my comfort level is right now. Again, just a plain old pair of black pants, okay? And that's with the McCall's pattern. All right, so on to the next plan. If you don't know by now, Martika of Martika J Makes is hosting a challenge on her channel and on Instagram, and it's called Soul Blue for Diabetes. It's for Diabetes Awareness Month, just making people known and aware about diabetes, the signs and things. And she's been posting things on her community tab and on Instagram, kind of like giving you some information about what to look for and those types of things. So I wasn't able to support her last year. Well, actually, I did make a dress last year that never showed on the channel, by the way, but I didn't get it posted on the channel. So I want to make sure that I do that this year, because diabetes does run heavy in my family. And if you didn't know, I used to be a diabetic. I did, but I am not, and I don't take medications or anything. So yes, I was there once before. I'm not there anymore, and I am doing whatever I can to make sure that that does not come back to my body. So I picked up some fabric a while back. This is a stretch crepe royal blue, and this fabric I got a while back because when I was shopping for some other fabric online, I saw it and I was like, oh my goodness, that blue looks so good, and I had to purchase it. Now, because of that, I don't remember where I got it from, so I will search my inbox and see if I can find the fabric store that I purchased it from, so that I can put it in the screen. If you don't see it in the screen, that means I don't remember and I couldn't recall where I got it from. But this is a blue crepe, stretch crepe, and it is absolutely gorgeous. Let me show you the stretch on it. So this is the stretch this way, and then the other way it doesn't really have much, but that's about all the stretch I'd like. It's textured on the right side of the fabric. So the fat side of the fabric that on the side of the fabric that's the right side, it's a little textured, and I like that look. And then it's just very flat in the back. So let me see if I can give you a little close up. So this is the textured side, and this is the untextured side. And again, that is a royal blue stretch crepe. Okay, so what am I going to make with it? Well, when you make something, you're supposed to make something that has inspired you, or that you're inspired by. And I am inspired by all the wonderful sewists out here and the designer that created this here wrap dress. I did not get to join in on the fun when everyone was sewing Vogue 2000, the infamous wrap dress pattern. Okay, so I am going to make this. I am, and I think it's gonna look fabulous. I did buy some beautiful blue buttons for my cuffs because I do plan on making view A, which, you know, well, both of these views have the cuffs on them. She's made so many different patterns that have been released, and some have short sleeves or whatever. But yes, I'm gonna make view A, which is the shorter version, and I think that's gonna be fabulous, 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 and I'm excited to get that made. So yeah, so if you have not heard about the challenge, you want to know more, Martika has made some information videos. Definitely go to her channel, and I will link her channel in the description box below. Okay, the last plan that I have is to fix my jacket. Now when you look at it in the pictures, because I'll scoot over here and put some in the picture, in the camera, I mean, is there anything wrong with it? It doesn't look bad, but I did not install my zipper, and I want to put either grommets or the buttonholes at the end of the hood so that I could you know, make a casing and be able to draw my hood in so that it doesn't just fly off whenever the wind blows. And so yeah, those are the two things that I need to do to that, but I have to finish unpicking all of the lining. I had already stitched the lining. Well, it's not a lining, it's a facing. So, but the facing is all the way around, and there's a lining on the hood. So I have to unpick the whole hood. I have to unpick the understitching and the regular stitching for the whole entire facing, which goes around the whole entire jacket. So that's a task in itself, but it could be done in an evening after work, and so that's what I plan to do. All right, okay, so that is it for my plans. I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you take a pause for the cause and click the like button, and subscribe to the channel if you have not done so and you enjoy this type of content. Please let me know your thoughts about my plans in the comments below, and also share with me what your sewing plans are for the remainder of November. I know what I just shared with you is a lot, but I have learned how to sew a lot in a small time frame, especially after I did the 14 garments for my summer vacation that I took, because I did all that in a matter of about 10 days, and I made 14 different garments because I just know what type of patterns that will take you far, but does not have a lot like of instructions, and they also don't have a lot of pattern pieces in there. So that's kind of what I did with this. You know, the most involved is probably going to be the DVF and the blazer, but that's okay because I want them and I'm going to get them done. All right, so thank you so much for watching. Thank you to all of my new and returning subscribers for your support, and I will see you in the next video, which will be really soon. Bye.